so excited to work with you, Bob. I'm grateful to the Warriors organization, Joe Lacob and Peter Guber, for allowing me to do this. Fresh new field, new building, new season. I'm hyped right now.
Well, you look at the state of the franchise, and a lot is going to be different this year. Chase Center will be the story. Haven't played in San Francisco since '75. We know about the returning players, but so many new ones. And how do you play without Klay Thompson for at least 55 games?
It's kind of a different feel right now. There's not as much expectation as there has been in recent years, but at the same time, you feel like there's a chance for them to do something special. And I think it's a great time to be a Warrior fan. I think the players are enjoying it, honestly. They can just come out, be free, have fun, and go out and play their games.
Well, you mentioned specials because you have two building blocks that the other guys can satellite around, and the first would be Stephen Curry. When you have a two-time MVP, you have a chance.
He worked hard this summer. He wants to have a monster season like we're used to seeing him. The three-point shooting, everything is going to be displayed on here in the Chase Center.
You got the heartbeat in the defense in Draymond Green.
He's a monster still, and he's taking his leadership role very seriously. A lot of new faces, so he's been teaching a lot.
We have 3 preseason broadcasts and a whole roster to introduce you to. We're going to do that tonight and all of the games, but we got to break it down. The returning Warriors, the new ones, and the draft picks, and Chase Center. We're going to tell you all about it tonight, all throughout the evening. They file in over 18,000. Chase Center in the first game in San Francisco. We'll break down the Warrior roster coming up next.
On NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. A fast, powerful lineup that will make sure you're safe at home. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. By Southwest Airlines, because an airline with heart believes in transparency. By BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BayAreaBMW.com today for exceptional offers. And by Jeep. Hurry into the Jeep Adventure Days event for a great deal.
Getting ready for the Warriors and Lakers in first game at Chase Center, and D'Angelo Russell, another all-star to add to Steph, Klay, and Draymond. But Kalena Azubuike, when you look at all the different players that were acquired, you could have up to 8 new players on this Warriors. It's a different mix. Who plays better, what kind of combinations. The preseason, the early part of the season is going to determine that.
And Steve Kerr and the coaching staff are still kind of trying to figure out what they have. They're going to throw different combinations out on the floor, see which guys can kind of build a rapport with each other. The injury bug is kind of already hit there, so Willie Cauley-Stein, we're not going to get to see him and D'Angelo Russell run their pick and roll wide off the bat. But there's a lot of new faces, including rookies.
From one of the oldest teams to now one of the youngest teams, and the way the Warriors are built, the youngsters are going to have to kick in.
They will, especially with the injuries. We'll kind of see Eric Paschall probably have to play a bunch early on, and then Jordan Poole, he's a guy that has some versatility there. Smiley's hurt right now, so hopefully those guys get healthy. But there's some versatility there for the rookies, and hopefully they'll be able to get involved early on.
A year of transition and a lot of introductions throughout the preseason. We'll have the starting lineups and tip it off. The first game from Chase Center is on the way. Building, and everything is all very, very different. Steve Kerr is going to have to find different combinations and going to use the preseason experimentally. Our Southwest Airlines starting lineups: LeBron, Avery Bradley, Danny Green, with Anthony Davis and JaVale McGee. Steph Curry, D'Angelo Russell, Alfonso McKinney, with Draymond Green and Omari Spellman.
One of the things we're going to be looking to see is how the Warriors deal with the Lakers' size. Got Anthony Davis and JaVale McGee starting. Omari Spellman, Draymond Green are going to have to deal with them. That's going to be a topic of conversation for a long time as long as these injuries are going on.
You've had Willie Cauley-Stein injured, Alan Smailagic injured, and Kevon Looney injured. So 3 of the 4 Warrior bigs are not going to play. Now, fortunately, it's the preseason. But when you've got Anthony Davis and JaVale McGee and, oh, by the way, Dwight Howard, size will be a bit of an issue.
It will be.
Although Omari Spellman, we saw him in practice the other day. He can step out to the three-point line. He's lost a fair amount of weight. The Warriors are kind of excited that they may have found something in him.
Yeah, what did he lose, 40 pounds since Summer League? And he still wanted to lose more. He moves better than you would think. And he can stretch the floor a little bit. He'll run some pick and pops. Got some good hands. Pretty smart player. Also, he can be a really good screener with that big body of his. I'm sure Steph Curry will enjoy playing with him.
Eric Lewis, Trey Maddox, and Simone Jelks will blow the whistles tonight. The Warriors are going to play 5 preseason games. 4 of them are against the Lakers.
Now they're going to get familiar with this team.
And oh, by the way, you're going to see him 4 times in the regular season, too.
Yeah.
So JaVale wins the tap. Now, this is LeBron, the point guard, now running things for the Lakers.
Right. Nothing's really going to change much. He's been playing like a point guard his whole career, but he just got the label now.
Danny Green led the NBA in three-point shooting a year ago. Got the championship with Toronto. Avery Bradley off iron. And it is Spellman getting that first rebound. Steph, that's like a 45-footer.
Just testing out the new digs. Just testing out the new arena, how he feels.
He's laughing, running back. Right across midcourt.
It looked like he planned to do that as soon as he pulled in here. Drove in.
The court's 94 by 50, so.
You just test it out.
Yeah, you know, just across midcourt, let one fly.
Shoot it from the Chase Center logo to see how it feels.
Anthony Davis on the fadeaway. Draymond had pushed him out there. Avery Bradley's lost a lot of weight. His on-ball defense has been the talk of Laker training camp.
We've always said he's one of the best defenders when it comes to guarding Steph Curry. He gives him a tough time. There's Amari Spellman continuing to work.
He missed twice because of the size of JaVale McGee. Exactly what you just talked about.
Yeah. You have to jump into that body, see if he can negate the shot blocking ability.
LeBron up and out, but it is the brow that tips it in.
Again, size, offensive rebounds. That's been something we talked about with the Warriors. Got to box out, but sometimes with that size makes it tougher.
There's the pick and roll. D'Angelo Russell missing that 3. Draymond, his three-point shooting has declined the last couple of years, and so Willie Cauley-Stein is going to be the roller on a lot of those pick and rolls, just like that. As JaVale McGee rolled it down the lane to hammer it.
Draymond Green is on that weak side. He was on Anthony Davis. He's the only one that can kind of stop that pick and roll, get in there and clog it up.
D'Angelo unable to get enough glass to flip that in. LeBron, that's the longest offseason he's had in 15 years. As he gets Anthony Davis on the board, the Warriors still looking for their first basket.
Tell LeBron is super motivated. He loves those spin moves in transition. He'll just get into your body and spin off you. There's not much you can do about it.
There's Spellman. You see, he's not going to have any defender near him, so it's a wide open 3, and he just pulled the string short. Lakers and Clippers, they're the favorites in the West, along with Denver and Utah. Danny Green, corner 3. Misfiring there at the line by JaVale McGee. And it's big guys over smaller guys so far.
Yeah. After that offensive rebound, D'Angelo Russell was switched onto him, so they just threw it up. Nothing D'Angelo could do.
The Warriors have missed their first 7 shots. And Bradley knocking it out of bounds. Still Warrior ball. And Steve Kerr knows that it's a year of transition. That's the word he's talked about.
He's going to try different things out, throw different combinations out there, see who works well together.
Teams are going to dare Draymond Green to hit that shot. You don't have Clay to space the floor, so.
Makes sense. They're just playing the percentages.
D'Angelo, pretty good defense there. He didn't bail Bradley out with a foul. And Russell eases in. Now the Warriors are casting threes right now.
Yeah.
They're 0 for 5 from distance, 0 for 9 in the game.
Shooting hasn't come around yet. That's normal. First game in the preseason. Don't expect him to be super sharp.
So Frank Vogel, he's got Jason Kidd on his staff. And he's walked into a very veteran group that has title aspirations in LA. After 6 straight lottery years, Steph Curry rattling that out.
They're considered a legit championship contender. Here comes LeBron.
He'll flip it up and in and draw the foul.
He said it. He's super motivated. And he gets that ball in transition. He's a one-man wrecking crew.
Well, you think about going to the finals year after year after year. The Lakers go to the lottery, and he's done mid-April all the way now till October.
Yeah. He's rested up. He's got a new running mate in Anthony Davis. Their chemistry is already looking really good. Tough to guard.
I think 4 minutes in, the Warriors would like to get a basket. That might be the first task at hand.
That's the goal.
Steph is fouled. How'd you play against a guy like Avery Bradley who's just in your shirt the whole time?
You got to be decisive. No missteps. Can't hesitate. Avery Bradley is going to make sure he's up in you at all times. And he doesn't fear Steph's quickness. That's the main thing. He's going to get up into him. He's not afraid that Steph's going to go by him. There's a screen from Draymond. Anthony Davis just wasn't close enough there, so Steph took advantage of it. But Avery Bradley, he had some great years with Boston. We always said he's one of the best guys when it comes to guarding Steph Curry. Gives him a tough time. Is he back to that? We'll have to see. But he looks great right now. He's lost weight. He's moving well. It's going to be interesting to see.
He knows he doesn't have to score on this team.
Yeah. just focus on D.
Steph with the first Warrior basket.
Tough matchup for Alfonso.
No help coming right now. LeBron kind of working inside with a baby hook, but McKinney didn't give him a layup. And Spellman cleaned the glass.
Steve Kerr saying, Coach, we're good with that.
Steph will never be more open. And Lakers want to live with that. They're going to have a problem.
LeBron James could have got there, but he's like, you know what, it's preseason. No need to close out all the way right now. Go ahead, Steph.
Bruce Frazier told me the other day, Steph made 45 straight threes in practice. And the lob inside of JaVale. Out of all the times he's worked with him, he'd never seen him make 45 in a row. Ooh, 45 in a row. Wow. In practice.
And I've been seeing videos of him and D'Angelo working together, knocking down threes, making a lot in a row. Here's Steph. Look at D'Angelo Russell getting into the paint. Defense collapses. Look at LeBron. He's like, you know what? I'm cool. It's preseason. We need to get out there right now.
I'll give away one more practice secret that I don't think the guys will mind. But D'Angelo and Steph, after practice, had a little shooting contest.
Steph lost.
And D'Angelo won. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. That is correct.
I saw that. Yeah. Hey, D'Angelo can shoot it now. And we said it catch and shoot situations last year, 39%. That's going to go up.
Another three. Yeah. And you see Spellman on the glass, but he's dealing with McGee and Anthony Davis.
The guard's got to get down there and box out. Gang rebound.
And Danny Green, that's his job. Go sit in the corner and shoot threes.
Well, shooting was an issue for this team last year, the Lakers. So they got in Danny Green. I think Troy Daniels, low-key, is a good pickup. He can shoot it. Jared Dudley is an agitator. He can shoot. Different team for them, too.
And McKinney, the ball moving out to Spellman again. Warm-up three.
He can make those, though. You see him run some pick and pop that's wide open.
He's had two where JaVale McGee wasn't within 20 feet of him. Warriors have opened 2 of 14. Lakers 7 of 14. And Spellman read the passing lane. With the ricochet right back to Danny Green. It's just too much size. I mean, you're just watching larger human beings inside. And right now, Draymond and Omari Spellman are trying to hold the fort. Lakers, well, they're legit. And they're not giving any reason to doubt that. What are you talking about? About the 5'9" guys in the world. Help me out here.
I hear you. I hear you. You got to try it out, too. We'll go down there together.
All right, so Jacob Evans and Marquise Chris. Now, during training camp, if you're not going to have Willie Cauley-Stein, you're not going to have Smiley Gates. Looney is expected back much more quickly, but Marquise Chris, this is a chance to stay in the league.
His physical talent is undeniable. He's got bounce. Talking about bounce. He's got some bounce. He's got good hands. He can run pick and rolls. He's just got to grow a little bit when it comes to figuring out exactly where he needs to be on the court, where to go, when to reverse the ball, all those different things. And hopefully being a part of this Warriors organization with this great leadership, he'll figure all that out, and the coaching staff is going to make sure they teach him.
Former lottery pick, but probably came out a little too early. He's bounced around to 3 different NBA teams. Jacob Evans with a really good summer league, a little floater there and tipped up and in. And you mentioned Chris need to get on the glass, and he did.
There you go. He just wanted to run the floor, get on the glass, see if he can be a rim protector, rebound. Got the offensive rebound to put back there. I like that drive from Jacob Evans, though. We're talking about him being assertive. I like that he came in and took that first shot right off the bat.
LeBron striping the jumper. Rajon Rondo is checked in. Steph, I mean, he's got the greenest of green lights this year.
That was a split action.
He's 2 of 6 shooting. Rondo, you're going to give him that.
Yep, you can have that.
Always in the low 30s as far as threes. You've got an offensive foul there, I believe, as Chris was trying to set that screen and was moving in the process.
I think the coaches are okay with that, though, because he's setting a screen. And Rajon Rondo came off Steph's body, which is usually a no-no. But he got bailed out because Marquise Chris was moving. But that's action we'll see a lot with this Warrior team. Steph moving all over the place, coming off the screens. The big's got to be ready to screen, stay stationary. Once that defender gets to you, just stay stationary. See if you can get a piece of it, but Steph will do the rest of the work.
So Glenn Robinson III, remember the big dog, his dad was the #1 pick overall out of Purdue. So he's been 6 years in the league for Glenn Robinson. And he's another 3-and-D guy that the Warriors would love to see be able to guard in the wing and hit a perimeter shot.
Dunk champ in 2017.
That's going to be a foul on Draymond on the rebound. Size is definitely an issue tonight, and it's going to be in the preseason. I mean, the Warriors just don't have the bodies you'd be expecting. Willie Cauley-Stein sprained foot. Dwight Howard bought out from Memphis after Marcus Cousins was hurt, and Anthony Davis is having a field day.
Just throwing it up, telling the bigs to go get it.
He's got 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting.
They still got a lot of size out there. Cut, Steph, great pass.
And if you're going to overplay him on the outside, Draymond saw Steph cutting in.
Exactly.
2 all-star players working together. You're going to see a lot of that. LeBron to AD. It's going to happen a lot this year.
And they clear out that weak side, so there's no weak side help. Enough pocket passes there. LeBron makes it the best of it.
And Draymond without Klay Thompson. Draymond's going to have to score more. And I mean, right now, that's Anthony Davis on Jacob Evans.
Yeah. And he just turned around really fast. And again, the chemistry with LeBron James.
And Jacob Evans hitting a 3.
Okay.
You know, he had a tendon issue on the finger on his shooting hand for a lot of last year. He got cleared up a little bit by the time he got to the G League, and the jumper started to look a lot better. Steph is fouled. Jacob Evans is going to be part of the rotation.
Well, this is Draymond Green, your split action. They can do all kinds of stuff off that split action. And this is the alley-oop. This is Rajon Rondo that threw that. He just spins off of him. You got Jacob Evans kind of trying to overplay, kind of a 3-quarter denial there, and he just spun off of him. That's a veteran against the younger guy there, and just got the best of him.
So someone sitting at home, what is split action?
Split action, they throw it in the post. You'll see it every single time. The guards, the wing, and the top guy will cross paths. They can pop out for threes. You get one guy cutting, one guy screens for another. A lot of times with Steph and Klay involved in. Steph and Klay are just incredible at split action. They're masters of the split action, but they use that against a lot of different teams. That's what they love doing. They throw it in the post. You'll see that.
And with Steph and Klay, the reason is that teams sometimes both jump at Steph, and they leave Klay open, or neither one of them can you leave any kind of airspace because they're 2 of the best shooters in the history of the game.
It's tough to defend, and a lot of teams will just say, well, switch guard to guard. But if the Warriors know you're going to switch, sometimes they'll just slip it and not even come together and set the screen there. So there's all kinds of different things you can do. They just react to whatever you want to do. They got to counter to however you want to play it usually.
They were looking whether or not that was a clear path in terms of Davis grabbing Steph.
Steph's out in front. He was out in front there. He got the layup pretty easily if he didn't foul him.
but not enough in front to get free throws plus possession, because when the play started, Davis was just a stride ahead. There's Steph Curry, Jacob Evans with Marquise Chris, Glenn Robinson, and Draymond. And they're giving Draymond all he can eat, so he's not settling for that. And there's the playmaking to Marquise Chris.
Well, he shot faked and got around the defender that was closing out to him, and then drew in the help and threw the lob up. Draymond is a great decision maker. Once he gets into the paint, he's going to make the right decision.
And there's a moving screen, and the Lakers turn it over.
It's on Dwight Howard. He still looks good. It looks like he's still got a lot to give in this league. Signed a one-year deal with them. Gives him some more size. He just buys in, rebounds, runs the floor. He can run a lot of pick and roll. He can still get up.
So you see Jacob Evans handle a little bit, and that's at times you want to put Steph off the ball. Mentioned Troy Daniels. He's staying with Jacob Evans right now. Eric Paschal, the Villanova rookie. And how about Chris stepping back? And it's Curry on the offensive glass. And Paschal unable to rim it home.
Just went into a draw and kick game there.
Warriors smelled out that lob, but Rondo's got the quick hands.
Marquise Chris got to that, helping recover. That was a good time. Tough matchup. You need to get a double team or something.
I mean, you're not going to have in the regular season, just to be fair.
Right.
Jacob Evans guarding Anthony Davis. It's not going to happen.
And listen, they've been working on all these kinds of situations in practice. We were talking about the other day.
Draymond can still be an elite playmaker. Marquise Chris, the beneficiary. Back at Chase Center, Bob Fitzgerald, Kalena Azubuike. The Lakers up 13. And our BMW Ultra Performer, the godfather of the Warriors, inducted into the Hall of Fame, the one and only Alvin Adels. And I'll tell you what, this was just a great, great ceremony in Springfield.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking playing with Wilt Chamberlain, coaching the Warriors championship, being with the Warrior organization for 60 years. And then we just unveiled his medallion on the Walk of Fame right before the game tonight.
Well deserved. Look at that. Coached him to a championship in 1975.
And also,
destroyer
for what we do for a living, the voice of God.
Right.
He's got the greatest voice ever.
Pioneer. I was happy to see his name on the practice court here.
Al Adels, exactly. Now, we saw Kareth with those hops at Hooptopia. She's back in the building. What's going on, Kareth?
Well, I was just listening in that last timeout, and you can hear how patient Steve Kerr is. You know, when he's talking to guys, he needs to teach a lot more this year. And I'm thinking about what he said before the game, where this preseason game is about us. They don't have a deep scouting report on the Lakers. It's about feeling each other out. And Draymond was talking about leadership, too, at practice this week. He said, now's not the time for tough love. It's just time for instruction, patience, and learning. Can't give a guy tough love if you're not sure if you even love him yet.
That sounds so like Draymond.
Right.
Davius Caldwell-Pope has checked in. It's a volleyball fest size-wise. And for Frank Vogel, he's playing Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis together. And the reason they got Dwight Howard is because Davis does not like to play center.
Right. 2 minutes. Tough sled down there. Box out as best you can.
Jacob Evans hit his first jumper, misfiring there. That early rim run seal. Well, Anthony Davis is going to the line again.
He did his work early, and you saw Jacob Evans down there again. Jacob Evans switched on to Anthony Davis. Poor guy.
Jacob Evans, we're going to have a little laugh in practice next week. Hey, how was it guarding Anthony Davis?
You kept getting switched on to this dude. As soon as Anthony Davis saw him, he did his work early, ran down there, got great position, and drew a foul. There's nothing Jacob could do. But we were talking about the different situations the Warriors have been going over in practice and training camp. Double teams.
And they're going to have to be ready by opening night when they take on the Clippers October 24th. All fans in attendance get the opening night t-shirt courtesy of Chase. You get tickets at Warriors.com.
kicking out the smaller guy, the bigger guy stays down. Where's the rotation coming from?
Well, you were explaining them all to me in terms of, you know, they white or red.
Yeah.
You know, blue and black usually is switching and double teaming, but
yeah, what they yell out. Yeah, it's interesting.
So AD has 17 points in 10 minutes on 7 of 10 shooting.
He's enjoying himself.
He's not going to be guarded by an off guard.
He's not.
Very often.
He's taking advantage of it right now, though.
That's the mid-range. That's the one that Jacob Evans is hitting. I'm telling you, that jumper is fixed at the mid-range.
He is aggressive and assertive right now. We watched him in Summer League. We're like, man, he's got some skill. If he would just be aggressive and be assertive out there, and he's doing that. He's got the mid-range game. You can get some separation. That's good defense there.
Marquise Chris knocking that out of bounds. You know, know your game here. And then, did you, as you got in, you start averaging double figures, did you develop a pet move or like, hey, it's a one bounce wing jumper or something?
Yeah. There's a couple moves I used to love working on. Through the legs crossover, something that I'm comfortable with and I can get to the basket with. I can get by my guy quickly. And I feel like for these young guys, they just need to hone in on one or two things offensively. He's feeling it right now.
Well, he's already hit 3 jumpers. He hit his first 3, missed the second 3. Now the 2 mid-range jumpers after Troy Daniels had hit for the Lakers.
He's got that mid-range game. And he's solid on defense, too. I think he can be a rotation guy if he just keeps doing it.
Look at Pascal. Hey, Anthony Davis took a 25-footer. Good. He wasn't in the lane killing people. Oh, D'Angelo.
So smooth.
He is clever.
So smooth. Never looks like he's in a rush. Always under control. He's got handles, too. He can get to the basket and finish like he did there.
Well, you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news,
well, the bad news, the Lakers started an 11-0 run. Since then, it's basically been an even game.
Yeah.
And the Warriors have traded buckets and done just fine. And Pascal was trying to save that, just threw it over Russell's head.
This has been a good group right here. Look at D'Angelo Russell. We see Caldwell Pope, who's usually a good defender. In and out move. Got him by his defender. And
the one-handed crossover.
That was sweet. And then Dwight Howard tried to get over there, but he blew by him so fast he couldn't get there in time.
And Lakers had the 11-0 lead to begin the game, but the lead is only 13, so the Warriors have found their sea legs a bit.
That's what you want to do in preseason. Just keep playing. You're going to get better. You're not going to be sharp all the time. Get back in game shape. Get used to it.
Shot clock off, so this is the Rondo Anthony Davis pick and roll. And Rondo is creating the angle here. There's the screen. He wanted to throw it back, and Dwight Howard didn't catch it. Down to 1. Troy Daniels arcing 3. And the Warriors play the D to close out the quarter. So it's Jacob Evans who comes up with 7. Anthony Davis has 17. The Warriors shoot at only 33%. But with a bunch of big guys sideline size-wise, it's the bench that got the Warriors back into the ball game after the first 12 minutes. On the big board. You know, he took the ferry over to practice the other day.
Did he?
Yeah.
Just like
interesting. And the, you know, the new ferry spot, that's going to be the way from the East Bay over to Chase. It's pretty cool.
Right. Clay would do that.
So Jordan Poole, the